It is now action for Wednesday, EPL. We have Brentford taking on Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea, I love what they've done with the new manager. He's been winning a lot. They're coming off a string of wins with not just wins though. They come with clean sheets and they come with at least a couple of goals margin. So he's been really really good with this Chelsea, and we actually expected that he would be just as good because he was already good with Brighton and a very limited roster, a very small team with not a lot of money to spend, but still he did great things with Brighton, and now he's at Chelsea, and he's implementing the same system, the same tactics, the same mentality, but with a better, much better roster. So in this case against Brentford, Brentford haven't didn't they didn't fare well against the good teams in the EPL. Except Manchester United, whom they beat by 4-0, and they were winning actually 4-0 in the first half. So, apart from that match, I just don't think that Brentford will be able to save anything from this match. As Chelsea are coming to town, they have a very, very deep roster. They can just mix and match their players. Just so much quality in this Chelsea side, and the new coach again, he's very, very good. So I see Chelsea winning here. So I'm leaning towards Chelsea money line minus 138.
All right, Paul, let us find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. EPL action for Wednesday. We got Brentford and Chelsea. He likes this one, Chelsea money line. The return minus 138. All right, you guys are tuning in to Soccer Sally. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. If you're looking for Paul's best bets, just click the link in the description below and get signed up. Paul's been really on fire here with his best bets here, 36, 16, and 6 over his past 58 best bets, guys. So get on board with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony's Picks. When you click the link, you'll find Paul's page. You can see all the results here. As you scroll down, you'll see the picks for sale. Many best bets on the board, even action for today for our live audience. So make sure you get signed up. Of course, at the bottom, you'll find some of the long-term passes that Paul sells. 3, 7, and 30-day sports pass. 1 year all sports pass, all your football, European. It's a World Cup year. Does dabble into some U.S. sports. You'll see some NBA up there on occasions as well. So get on board with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony's Picks. Get those best bets in there and get signed up. This is how you'll land on this page when you click the description below. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Stanley here, joined by Paul Lagouretos as we continue on here with our 5-pick rundown as we begin here with pick 3 from our 5-pack EPL action here for Wednesday. We have Newcastle taking on Everton.
Yeah, Newcastle, they're coming off a goalless draw against Manchester United. They're in really good form right now. They don't lose easily. They've only lost to Liverpool so far in the season. All the other matches were either wins or draws. They do have a lot of draws there, and several of them at home. A 1-1 draw against Bournemouth, a goalless draw against Crystal Palace, but they also held the mighty Manchester City to a 3-3 draw in this venue at the start of the season. So still unbeaten at home, and they should have what it takes to beat this Everton side, who, by the way, they've been really good in the sense of what when you compare to what we expected of them to do this season and what they're actually doing much better than we expected. But still, coming off back-to-back losses against Tottenham and Manchester United, now they're traveling to Newcastle in a venue where they've lost back-to-back matches last season and the season before against a Newcastle side that's spent a lot of money in the off season, just got better. In their last 3 matches, they scored a 4-1 win against Fulham and a 5-1 win against Brentford. So, all things considered, I think I'm gonna lean towards Newcastle money line, but the price is so low; it's minus 163. So you can either stick it in a parlay if you want, or just bet on it individually.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. EPL action here for Wednesday, Newcastle and Everton. He likes Newcastle here on the money line. The return minus 163. All right, you guys are tuned in Soccer Sally. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like and subscribe. Set those notifications. Days like today, we have a pick here starting in about 45 minutes. You want to make sure you get them. Let's continue on here on the show here. Joined by Paul Lagouretos. Continue on here with EPL action for Wednesday, midweek action here as Liverpool takes on West Ham.
Yeah, this is quite an exciting match because West Ham have been quite a hard nut to crack when they play against Liverpool. In recent years, they don't really win. They did win at home last season, but they usually lose to Liverpool, but they lose very, very hard. Very, with their chins up, with one goal margin, just the lowest margin that you can lose. So they do score also against this Liverpool side, and they have been scoring multiple goals for the past 3 or 4 seasons. And Liverpool, they're coming off a huge win in the huge derby in the EPL against Manchester City. They beat them by 1-0 on Sunday at home. And prior to that, midweek, they destroyed Rangers by 7-1 in the Champions League. So Liverpool are ecstatic right now. They have really, really good form. They just need a couple of more wins, to start building a streak. Their confidence is really high after beating both Manchester City and scoring 7 in that midweek match against Rangers in the Champions League. So with West Ham really struggling to create, actually they're not struggling to create shots. They're struggling to finish the shots. In their recent match, they created, I believe, 24 scoring chances, but only 3 shots on goal. That's really bad, and that's because they're missing one of their key strikers, actually their best striker, Antonio, who came back from his injury in the last match, but he just played 5 minutes. His status is still uncertain for this match. If he does play, it's gonna be not for the full match. So, all things considered, I like Liverpool -1.5 at +120 here.
All right, Paul, I got his finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Here we go. EPL action here for Wednesday. Liverpool and West Ham. In this one, he likes Liverpool -1.5 goals return +120. All right, you guys are tuning in to Soccer Daily here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like and subscribe, set notifications. And again, if you miss any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. Continue on here with EPL action for Wednesday as we have Man United taking on Tottenham.
Yeah, well, this was actually a tough decision to make between the under and the over. The under, I liked it because both coaches have very defensive mindsets and they can just play very good defense whenever it matters the most. However, looking at how these two teams have done when they face other big teams in the EPL, I saw that both teams have a tendency to the over. Now, Manchester United have played 3 such matches against Manchester City, against Arsenal, and against Liverpool. They lost to Manchester City by 6-3. That's an over. They beat Arsenal by 3-1. That's an over. And they beat Liverpool by 2-1. That's another over. So Manchester United had 3 overs, over 2.5 goals in the matches between them and big sides in the EPL. Now, Tottenham, they only had 2 such matches so far in the season, one of which was a 1-1 draw, a 2-2 draw, against Chelsea, and then a 3-1 loss at Arsenal. So both of their matches against big teams in the EPL were overs. Now, both matches between the two sides, Manchester United and Tottenham, last season had over 2.5 goals, and actually 5 of the last 6 between the two sides had over 2.5 goals. So all things considered, I believe there is a good possibility we'll see a goal fest between the two sides. So I like the over 2.5 goals at -135 here.
All right, Paul, I got his finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. EPL action here for a Wednesday. Man United and Tottenham. He likes over 2.5 goals to return -135. All right, you guys are tuning in to Soccer Picks Daily here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. And Paul, before we get to the recap, I want you to let everybody know what you have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. Loads of action here midweek here from EPL and more heading into a good weekend. We see the numbers here on your best bets: 36, 16, and 6. Last 58 plays here. That is documented over at Tony's Picks. Paul is also unit leader here for 2022 over at Tony's Picks. What do you have going on over at the site?
Okay, I have 3 p.m. Eastern best bet going live in about 28 minutes from now. I have 10:30 p.m. soccer 3-pack for tonight. I have 3 selections from the Argentinian league. I put them all in 3-pack. The first match starts at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So head over at my page. You can get it for $25. That's just a little over $8 per play. Now tomorrow I have I have also the first NBA release of the season. The NBA is back tonight. I have an NBA season opener best bet. That's another best bet there in the NBA. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I have an early 2 p.m. Eastern La Liga best bet. Again, I love this plays, guys. This midweek plays, I just love them. And then on Thursday, I have a $15 featured bet from the Europa League in a match between. It's actually a postponed match between Arsenal and PSV for the Europa League.
All right, guys, get on board with Polyglots over at TonySpicks.com. Make sure you click the link in the description below and find Paul's page. And this is what you'll see when you get there. You'll be able to pick up all of Paul's premium plays, record leaderboard as well, showing great profits here. His plays, he's talked about that early $15 premium play is up there for you right now on the board. Tuesday night 3-pack. So get on board with Polyglots over at TonySpicks.com. In action here with the NBA season opener as well. So you find those plays up there at TonySpicks.com, as well as the individual plays. But again, a Tuesday early best bet right now on the board, 3 p.m. Eastern time. This one's starting in about half an hour, so you want to act and get over the page right now. But again, probably your best value here is going with long-term with Paul. He does have a 3, 7, or 30-day All Sports Pass, even up to a year. But if you want to try him out for that 30 days, give him that 30-day try here. You get all of Paul's premium plays for 30 days. You get, of course, all his best bets, all his action here from the Big 5 leagues and more, because he does delve into North America and South America with his soccer plays. Could be occasional other continents as well. So check it. Make sure you get signed up. Also delves into some of the U.S. sports. He's in action here with the NBA season opener. So get on board. And we're going to save you some money here when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and get signed up. You could use that promo code on anything. If you like to use it just on the individual plays, you could use it on the long-term passes, whatever you choose over at TonySpicks.com. You can bundle it up if you just want to do best bet hunting and look for those best bets. He's got 3 of them on the board right now. You can do that, but you make the call. Use that promo code and save yourself some money. All right, let's continue on here with Stock Picks Daily. And Paul, it's now time for the recap.
Okay, first play is an EPL on Tuesday, 3:15 p.m. Eastern, going live in about 30 minutes from now, 40 minutes. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Both teams to score no, minus 125. Moving on to Wednesday, EPL again, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, a match between Brentford and Chelsea. We're going to lean towards Chelsea money line, minus 138. EPL on Wednesday again, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Newcastle versus Everton, leaning towards Newcastle money line, minus 163. If you think the price is low, just stick it in a parlay with something else, maybe Chelsea money line. EPL on Wednesday again, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Liverpool versus West Ham. We're gonna go with Liverpool minus 1.5 goal at nice plus money here, plus 120. Final play, EPL on Wednesday again, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Manchester United versus Tottenham. We're gonna take the over 2.5 goals, minus 135 here.
All right, there. Paul got his finest picks over at TonySpicks.com. That's your 5-pack from Paul. Again, if you want his best bets, guys, just click the link in the description and get signed up, because Paul has some best bets going on today and throughout the week. And get signed up. We put the numbers up there. He's been impressive. 36-6 here. At 36, 16, and 6 over his past 58 best bets, all documented over at TonySpicks.com. So get over to his handicapper page and get signed up to one of Paul's handicapper to his best bets. To get to this page, you just click the link in the description. Look for Paul's name at the top. Click it and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Stock Picks Daily here with Paul Lagouretos. You got his recap for you. That's going to do it for our show, guys. And just a reminder about our podcast. Make sure you check our podcast out. If you happen to miss any of our picks, we put every pick in podcast form over at TonySpicks.com, guys. So make sure you check it out over there. And you can, again, if you like to go to the gym, you like to walk around, or if you're one of those guys that like to put buds in your ears and shake your head, well, this is where you can get your podcast right there with the Tony's Picks podcast over there. Every pick in podcast form. All right, that's going to do it here on the show, guys. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening, making a wing one. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Soccer Picks Daily.